Greetings and aloha, what's going on? It's Mike's from LiveMyAssOff.com, and it is Thursday, July 16th. I am on my way to the new temporary visa extension location in Bangkok, which is technically in Nothamburi province. So it's basically like just over into the province from the Bangkok province. It is about a 5-kilometer distance from where we, as foreigners, normally go for a 90-day reporting if we do it in person and we live in the province of Bangkok, in a gigantic government complex over in what is referred to as Chang Watana, simply because it is on Chang Watana Road. And I've done that before, and I did a video on that as well. And so today, I'm going to the other location. I actually may do this several times, because what I discovered yesterday in doing research as well as talking to a few folks on like Bangkok expat groups on Facebook is that the location, as well as the ease with which to get there, is not super clear. So anyway, so for this installment, which may be one of one or one of two or three or whatever, I'm simply walking to the BTS. My plan is to take the BTS all the way to Victory Monument. So from here at Victory Monument, there's going to be two 166 buses that come. You're going to want to catch the one that's got a red sign either in the window or on the side that says impact. And you're going to see 166 and you'll be like all excited. This is accurate right here. However, you'll see in the front, it's got a yellow sign, and you're looking for one that's got a red sign. The other nice thing that I've noticed about the 166 is every time it seems to come here, at least, it's either early or this is just like one of its end stops. So it waits, so you don't have to run for it. But it comes here like on the second sort of entryway, with this over here being the first. So I'll wait for that bus to come, and then I'll show you what the red sign that I'm talking about looks like. Both of them will say expressway, because they take the expressway and they take the toll road, so it goes quickly, really, up to Changwantana. And from there, it should take me within about 600 meters of the new facility. And what's interesting about it being a new facility is all of the, like, you know when you drag the little guy on Google Maps, like over to the street and look at Street View? The most recent sort of videos that Google has done for that, Google Maps has done for that, are from, most are from 2018, and many are from 2019, the beginning of 2019. And so because of that, it's literally impossible to sort of find out where you are until you get there. Because the majority of this facility was under construction at that time. So the streets are blocked off, there's giant fences, there's only one-ways on some streets. So anyway, I will discover all of this and wanted to share it with you guys. Okay, so when the 166 comes in, it's going to take sort of this final left right by a Family Mart. Okay, it's going to come down there, and you're going to see this. It's going to basically stop here. This is the last stop. If you're using the Move It app or you're using Google, it will indicate that it goes further, and it does not. This is where you need to get off. Then from here, it's quite easy. You actually just walk across down here to where there will be a whole bunch of motorbike guys with the standard paradigm of 420 baht. They will take you where you want to go. And the cool part is, well, actually what happened is I just walked up there and the guy took one look at me and he said, "Visa?" Anyway, so and those are the guys that are right over there. All those motorbike guys sitting right there. And I'm going to walk over there, actually, because I'm going to walk over to some of the stores, but I just wanted to show you kind of like what it looks like when you're coming up this way. And I figured it would probably be helpful to see some of the stores. So anyway. So, getting here is the biggest challenge. And it's kind of like, I have this experience many times. I will go somewhere for the first time, and then of course it's sort of difficult to get there because it's not really well described and that sort of thing. But then of course the second time I would come here, I could come here blindfolded, right? Because I know all the little steps along the way. Anyway, there's a building, it's that right there, and you'll see like a shot actually like that if you go to the image that someone uploaded on Google Maps, if you go to the location. The QR code provided by the immigration website does give pretty much the exact coordinates that you need to get here. However, there's not really an address here because there's a reason it looks like a parking garage. It's a parking garage. You'll literally go in and they'll do a temperature thing. You check in with the QR code, right, on the Taiwan app. You walk up to the second floor, and then you're literally in a parking structure. They're plastic seats and they're separated by like 1.5 meters. You'll go up there. There will be is immediate to the top of the stairs to the right. There's the drawers, and each drawer has the application you need. There are only 3 things you can do here. You can, one of which is do a 90-day reporting. That's why I'm here. I would highly encourage you to realize that there are only 3 things you can do here. Don't come here expecting immigration. Once you get a number, I got a number, I waited less than an hour for sure. I was in and out of there in less than an hour for sure. I waited about 45 minutes. It was really no different. Once I got there and I sat down, the experience was almost identical to that of Chiang Mai Thani. And again, to be fair, the first time I went to Chiang Mai Thani, I was like, okay, well, how do I get here efficiently? And then I figured that out too. So anyway, there's a couple of landmarks here. There's the Novotel, which is way in the distance over there. I don't even know if you can see the sign on top of it. And then over here, where's the sign? Maybe you can't even see the logo. It's kind of cloudy right now. Anyway, that's the Ibis Hotel, and that's right there. There's this fairly new building that's right here. And here's the thing. By the time you get here, you will not see this sign that says go to immigration. What'll happen is you'll likely show up via motorbike taxi, which is actually how I'm going to leave, and they'll drop you off like right here, and then you just simply go inside. Super easy. And actually, if you are applying for a short-term visa, you go to a completely different building, which is Counter K. Basically, that's the instructions right there for what you're going to do here. And again, you can only do 90-day reporting. You can only do basically notification of residence. So if you want to get a residence certificate, and then the Thai visa extension. So anyway, so basically the majority of at least the folks that I interface with, you're going to be doing a TM47. Now, additionally on the map, you're going to see a place called Impact. And that is one of the buildings, as are a whole bunch on the other side and even on the flag, past the flag. Impact is a conference center. Now, currently, there's a car show there. However, and between now and August, there still may be a car show. There's another landmark that you'll see on the maps. It's called Thunderdome, which is basically right behind me, way over there, meaning that, look, here's the thing, is you can absolutely walk from here, like to the bus, for example. But right now it's actually quite nice and it's cloudy, so I'm going to walk a little bit. But for the most part, nobody will walk here. Everyone will either get a ride here, or they will take a taxi, or they'll take a motorbike or whatever. The other thing, too, is that when I got off the 166 bus, thank you, Philippines, because naturally the one woman who spoke perfect English who helped me on the bus get my motorbike taxi, from the Philippines. She was here with her son, and she was at the end of the bus getting some stuff done at the grocery store. Anyway, so she said, just go over to these motorbike guys and, say like immigration or whatever. I walked up and they looked at my complexion. And the guys that like wave for the motorbike to come over. His only word was visa. And I'm like, I didn't really hear what he said at first. Then he said visa, and I said chai. And he just like knew exactly where to come. It was 20 baht on a motorbike, pretty standard. And in reality, it takes about the same amount of time as the motorbike, like right there from Chiang Mai Thani Road all the way down, like, the side street to the big giant building that you go to in the government complex at Chiang Mai Thani when you normally go to do the reporting. So really, it's a very similar experience to before, in the sense that you can absolutely take a public bus to where you need to take a motorbike taxi to go in. It's super simple, but again, finding it the first time is kind of the challenge. Obviously, there's tons of cabs here, and they're very inexpensive as well. In fact, I think I may go back that way, just to see how much that costs. Okay, so how do I get home? Okay, so for that part of the trip, I basically took a taxi over here to Mo Chit, and he took the toll road, which was another 50 baht, and he asked me before, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. So for 175 baht, I got exactly right here, and I could like get on this. I'm actually going to walk over and go for a little bit of a walk at Chatuchak. But the point is that I think once you get to Mo Chit, or once you get to any BTS station, pretty much, you're sort of like on the way back home. So that's pretty much it. I mean, again, there are certain options. I may actually do it again, so this may not be the end of the video, or it may be the end of the video. Either way, I will tell you that once you find the place, inside, it's just, you know, it's very academic. I mean, they just next finish. It's excellent, great customer service. Quite frankly, everyone smiled at me, and so that was my. And of course, it's free. It's 90-day reporting, so it's free. And so that is actually what I'm going to do next. I'm going to wait for the 166, and then when that bus comes here, ideally, I'm going to take it to Victory Monument, and then we're going to basically get back. Because that I didn't do last time. I did a taxi to Mo Chit. So those are the guys over there. They were fantastic, very easy, very nice. Let me, so I'm gonna walk over there, and then those guys right over there, they will take you to where you want to go for 20 baht. And it's about a 5 or 10 minute ride. But the other nice thing too is that, you know, there's stuff here. Because here's the thing. If you get here at like 12, 12:30, 1 o'clock, that sort of thing, immigration's closed. They close from noon to 1 o'clock. You can certainly go over there and kind of like hang around, but you won't get serviced. And again, once I sat down, it was less than an hour from when I needed to wait. A reminder that this is Thursday, July 16th here in the kingdom. So I have no guarantees for you that it will be any sort of busier or less people. I would submit that from today forward, it will get busier. But I'm going to cruise into 7-Eleven here, and then try and find out where the bus is to go back. I wanted to thank actually Thai Immigration, and I know that they don't like subscribe to me, but here's why. Because this is set up ridiculously proactively. Because if you think about it, there's going to be a rush on like July 31st, effectively, which is a Friday, because August 1st is Saturday, and then like the following Monday. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people saying, well, you said I could come in on August 1st, and August 1st you guys weren't open, so I'm coming in on August 3rd, so you shouldn't be fining me, whatever. Anyway, the minute your number is called and you go in, there are 6 windows, effectively. And I think from the time I sat down to the time she filled out all the paperwork, it was maybe 2 minutes. I asked her how she was. She smiled. She was in a good mood. She was very pleasant. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. She does this all day long, and she was excellent at it. And then they call the next person, and it's very efficient. It's also additionally very safe. I mean, if you have any sort of degree of concern of, you know, there not being social distancing practicing and that sort of thing, there's hand sanitizer everywhere. They check your temperature. There's stickers on the floor that you're absolutely instructed on how to stay away from people. So don't fear that. At the end of the day, I highly encourage you to do this long before the amnesty is over on July 31st. With that, it's Mike from LiveMyAssOff.com saying I hope you're living the dream, because if you're not living the dream, then you probably waited until August 1st to do your 90-day reporting, which I would recommend you do not do. Do it as soon as possible, which of course is right now. Talk to you soon. Ciao.